All right. The first sound I'm going to put in is piano. I always start off, especially when I'm dealing with R&B. I always start off with the piano sound. The piano to me, you can always switch out the sounds, but sound selection, piano is one of the most. It's not a basic instrument, but it's a basic sound. A lot of people are familiar with it. So if you're able to make your chord progression sound good with piano, if you change the sound, it's normally going to still sound good. So that's why I always start off with piano. All right, let's go. All right, the next instrument we're going to use is the Jura. All right, and we're going to see what kind of sound we can't get out of there. I want to use it for a pad. So let's see, copy track to track 3. We'll call that one pads. I like that. Okay, so the next sound I'm going to use is going to come out the Selena, and it's going to be strings. Select them. Let's get these down. Highest around 77. All right, so far I've got strings, got pads, and I've got keys. When you're making music, you really want to be careful with your sound selection. You want sounds that are going to sound cohesive, and you also want the sounds to be specific to whatever genre of music you're making. So because I'm making R&B, you can't go wrong with piano, strings, pads, and then now I'm going to put bass in there. So. And I'm going to use the Mini D to get my bass going. I got the 90s bass on there, and we're going to see how that sounds. When I put my bass in, I keep it basic, no pun intended. But when I put my bass in, I normally just like to start off with a simple bass until I could figure out rhythmically how, or the artist, if the artist has a certain melody in their mind that they want to sing to or a certain cadence, then I'll switch up the bass afterwards. But when I'm making the music, I normally keep my bass, unless it's just dope and I'm in a flow. But I'll normally keep my bass kind of simple because the bass kind of sits on top of the song. And if your bass is going all crazy or doing all these different things, it kind of makes the artist hard to catch a cadence. So you really want to start off kind of simple initially until you can see where what direction the artist wants to go in. Get my bass consistent. And when you're putting your bass in, velocity on bass matters. So you definitely want to make sure you pick the right velocity according to the bass sound that you're using, because if the velocity is hitting too hard, the harmonic's going to be real distorted and it's going to be hard to mix it. So initially when you put your bass in, make sure you pick the right velocity so that the harmonics of the bass will sit better in your mix. Now that I got my bass in there, I'm going to send my bass out, my 5, out the back of the MPC. You can see it right. Which one is it? Make sure I got my 5. Okay. You can see this chord right here. This is my 5. It's going over here to my outboard gear, to my EQ. So let's see how it sounds going out the 5. So let's go to my bass. Let's get the bass. Let's go to my outs right here. And it's going to be mono. Alright, now let's EQ it. Let's get an EQ on there. Just so we can get it to sit in the pocket. That's all. Alright, this is without the bass. EQ. Alright, so now that I've got my bass taken care of, let's go ahead and put the snares in there, and then we'll go from there. Same thing. I'm just going to copy and paste that one. Take that. You hear how that bass is all over top of my snare, so I'm going to take my snares and cut out all the low end and see if that helps any. So let's go into the program edit. Go to effects. And we're going to let the high pass. So we're coming over here to the high pass and we're going to cut out 245. See if we can't add something to the snares. All right, and then I'm going to put a compressor on this one right here. That's the only snare I really want to shine through. Everything else can kind of sit back until I get done. I want one of my snares popping. So far as I've been making the beat, I always, if what I do doesn't feel good or doesn't keep the vibe that I'm creating, I'll stop and I'll go back. So never push forward with a track when the vibe stops. That's it. You know me, I love the copy and paste. But I want it to stop on the clap. So I'm going to take it into Program Edit, go to Global, and I'm going to put it in Mute Group 4. This is the snare I want to cut off. See that? So I'll put these two in the same mute group. I want to place it somewhere right there. I'm just going to dot that in real quick. And then let's dot it in up here too. Move the playhead so I can see. And as y'all can see my glasses, man. I'm blind, bro. And not just because I'm old. I've been blind. Actually want it about right there. So far, so good. There. Gonna put this in just as a little side note, because sometimes people listen to your track and be like, "Oh, you hear that?" So far this is my drums. This is what I got in before I put the kick in there. I lied. I'm gonna use my step sequencer for my kick. Sometimes I just can't get a dope idea with my kick, so. Bump, bump. So we come into 3. Paste them again. Okay, kick is sounding real weak right now, so I'm about to turn it up a little. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send it out to 5. So on the whole drum kit, I'm going to put a mother ducker. Then I'm going to come to my bass. Put the other one on there. Sounds good though. But okay. And then I got a sample that I got from a sample pack. So I'm going to drop that in there and see how that goes. That's dope right there. I'm feeling that. Let's see if I go up on it though. So we got the samples. It's in G minor right now. So what if I take it? My track is in C minor. See what it sounds like. That's right there. See, that's enough to give an artist an idea to write. I can't write, so if I could, I can't. But that's enough to give the artist something to write to right there. All right, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it. It'll really help it out, help the channel grow. Making these videos are not as easy as I thought it would be. So if you guys would just leave a like and a subscribe down there. I'm trying to get to 500. I'll start going live, and then that way I can interact with you guys and answer some questions. So if you watched this far, I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for your subscription and your time. Peace.